Hey, and welcome to Conquering Fears Through Community. My name is Emmanuel Svichinsky, and today we'll be conquering the fear of loneliness. Okay, let's take a look at the caveman days for a second, okay? All the cavemen and cavewomen were in tribes. They had to be in tribes. They had their tribes, they had their groups of people, and they all worked together. Let's say one of the members had to get abandoned in the group, discarded from the group, rejected from the group. What happened then? That member would probably not survive alone. Because back in the day, the days of dinosaurs, you had to be in groups to survive. And that's exactly what's happening today. You need people. If you feel like you're going to be alone forever, there's two things that are stopping you right now. Number one, you're in the wrong group. And number two, the reason why you're fearing loneliness is you're in the wrong mindset, okay? When you're in the wrong mindset, you are going to start feeling like you're not good enough, right? When you're in the wrong groups, people won't accept you for who you are. And I'm not talking about, when I say groups, I'm not talking about just friends or co-workers. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about romantic partnerships, any group, right? The wrong group will always try to bring you down. They will never accept you for who you truly are. They will try to mold you to be different. And then you're going to feel like crap. And you're afraid to leave because you feel like maybe they will accept you if you become someone else. That doesn't work, okay? This is not the way to make things work. If you want things to work better, what you have to do is to find the right group of people. It's super easy to do so, okay? At the end of the video, you'll be able to click the link below in the description, and you'll be able to download a worksheet to help you find your tribe, right? The group of people you want to be with, the group of people that will cheer you on, right? That worksheet will help you. Now, if you want to adapt to the right mindset, that's a whole different story. We're going to talk about mindset in the next week's episode. But let's talk about the groups, okay? Let's say you're in a toxic group. Let's say group of friends. They're out there wanting to drink. They're playing video games, doing absolutely nothing, and you want to focus on your business. You feel bad for not going out with the drinks. You feel like they're not going to accept you. But if you do, you then sabotage your business. You try to find a medium, but there is no medium. Because you don't go out with them once or twice or three times, that's it. You don't belong in their life. They're going to be like, yeah, I'm just focused on your business, whatever. We don't want you out there, and that's totally cool. But what you have to understand is that group is wrong for you. It's been wrong for you from the beginning. Now, what you need is to find a group of people that will help you feel like more useful, that will help you with your business, that will help you and inspire you, right? You got to find that group of people. And it's super important, especially when you are in a toxic relationship. There's so many people out there in relationships. Either it's abusive, verbally, physically abusive, mentally abusive, all kinds of abuse going on, but they're afraid to leave because they're afraid, the people are afraid that they're not going to be loved again. And they're not going to be loved the same. They may be afraid to be alone forever. And they stay in this relationship and sabotage their life and their happiness. They're not going to be happy in a toxic relationship. Now, while you're in the toxic relationship, it's very difficult to see that you're in a toxic relationship. You always find yourself giving excuses. So if you're finding yourself thinking, yeah, maybe if he's going to change or maybe if she's going to change, it'll be better. Here's some harsh truth for you. They're not going to change. Things will not be better. That's the way people are when they're around the wrong people, right? If you find yourself being treated like shit, guess what? It's not just their fault for treating you like shit. It's your fault for sticking around. If you don't leave, first time they hurt you or whatever, it's time to go. That shows that you love yourself enough to know that you don't deserve to be in pain. And the second time they do it, that's already your fault. And yes, it is very Very difficult to do so, to just leave, get up and leave, because you've built a relationship with them. You feel like they love you and they appreciate you. But the question is, do you love yourself enough to get and find a better partner? Same with work. If you feel like your work is keeping you down, it's time to get a new job. Yes, it is difficult to get a job, especially now in COVID days. I totally understand. So here's what I would recommend. Find a job or a side hustle to start, right? And focus on building that up until you get enough money to quit your day job and focus on that side hustle. There's tons of ways to make money, all right? And if you want to scale your business and you feel like your business partner is not on the same page as you, guess what? You got to make that harsh decision. Either leave or fire him or her. Right? There's so many things to do. You have options. That's what you have to understand. There are people in this life. There are options in this life. There's scenarios in this life. And there's environments in this life. The question is, are you going to control those or are they going to control you? Remember, the fear of loneliness comes from the misinformation that you've been fed and the wrong emotions and mostly the scenarios you've come up with your head. All right, so stay tuned for next week's episode on Conquering Fears Through Community. We'll be talking about mindsets, and it's going to be a fun episode. Also, make sure to click the link in the description to get the worksheet on how to find your tribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit me up in the comments. I want to see what you're thinking, what your thoughts are through this process. What would you like to see? All right, remember, fear of loneliness comes from not either being afraid that you're not good enough or being in the wrong groups. So find the right group, adapt to the mindset, and I'll see you next week on Conquering Fears Through Community.